Living in the UAE for over a decade, where there are over 200 plus expats from all over the world, I noticed how Filipinos stand out. Let me tell you how I discovered this. As part of my job to know what the pulse of the Filipino listeners are here in the UAE, I occasionally listen and observe how they behave out in the open, at their work, anywhere really. So this one time, after I'd finished my doctor's appointment, I ordered coffee at the lounge of the hospital. And while I waited for my order, behind the counter, the kabayans or the Filipinos were chatting and having a laugh because it was one's last day before flying back home to the Philippines. Why were they laughing? Because when the one who was leaving asked what her companions wanted as their pasalubong, the others said that they didn't have money to give. Funny enough, that was the same reply coming from the person who was leaving. They all didn't have money for pasalubongs. Then one joked, "Oh, just try filling a plastic bag with the air back home so I can breathe the same air as my family does." Of course, this all transpired in Filipino, which made it funnier. I smiled as I walked away with my coffee, and it got me thinking, Filipinos make their misfortunes lighter, that it's not the end of the world. La akong pere. Oh, ang sweet nila. Sana all. Sige, laban lang. I'm also Filipino, and despite whatever's missing in our lives or misfortunes befallen on us, somehow we continue to be a helping hand to others. When someone needs our help, we go out of our way. Why do you think we have an enormous number of helpful Filipino nurses around the world? When overseas Filipino workers work tirelessly to support their families back home, with overseas remittances to the Philippines being a massive economic pillar that buffers or reduces the impact of poverty in the country. Wherever and whenever, when someone knows they're dealing with a Filipino, the work will always be top-notch. Because quality work being provided reflects on how we were raised, and if we didn't do our best, we feel like we've thrown to waste the efforts of those who had made or paved the way for us to be where we are, or how we are today. You see, over our nation's history, we've been through a lot, and yet, most of us still struggle with little to nothing. So when we see others have a hard time, we put ourselves in their shoes because we know what it's like when we were lost in a big city away from our home in the provinces. When someone had no money and we all pitched in with what we could so they could survive with something to eat or have a place to sleep in. When we did late night karaoke over drinks at a friend's place, even if we were packed like sardines because the place was so small and cramped. Yes, the Philippines is a third world country. We're a poor country, but we're not empty. With the little we have or whatever we have left, we're grateful because we have something rather than nothing. So the next time you come across a Filipino, especially here in the UAE, notice how welcoming, how hospitable they are, or how hard they work because they revel in gratitude. Again, poor, but not empty.